we've had people fearing this rally since March, obviously, many on your show. But valuations really are at limits that we haven't seen in a very, very long time. So I'm fearful that if the market doesn't expand, if it doesn't widen out, keeping it in very, very few names is problematic for the fall. I said back in the part about Memorial Day that we're going to see a bunch of new names go public, and we're going to watch those and see if there's confirmation that the market could expand. All those names did very, very well. We're going to have a similar calendar after Labor Day. We're already starting to see it. Let's see how the absorption is some of those fast-growing names. If we see some kind of information that they're being bought, it makes me feel better. If this narrows to the 5 or 6 names we've been talking about a lot, that's very troubling.
Michael, you made an interesting point, which is that a sell-off could actually hasten action out of Congress that you think is warranted. But it all kind of is circular logic to some extent, because if we don't sell off that much, then do we need the action? And, you know, over and over we go.
Well, I think understanding why that a continued sell-off could actually be good for the market, you got to go back to say, what do we think has driven this market higher? And we think it's been, monetary accommodation from the Fed. They've been extraordinary in their liquidity provisions to financial markets, trillions injected. And we think the pullback was simply a result of no COVID-19 stimulus package, no more deficits for the Fed to have to finance, and that allowed them to hit the pause button on their money printing machine. So that's what we think caused the pullback. We think the pullback ends when you hear the hum of the Fed's money printing machine kicking back in gear. That probably requires more stimulus. That requires the president to probably arm twist some Republican senators. And the more the market drops, the more likely it is that President Trump worries about the impact of a declining market on his election. And he arm twists those senators into giving what the market will need for a sustained recovery.